Yo, what's up? This is B-Hop. I'd like to say what's up, man. E-Thriller, the Black Picasso. What's going on? This is the champ, the Hall of Famer. Respect, the undisputed. Yeah.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. E-Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like, ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. Don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And please be sure to ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E-Thriller, aka Hamrothstein, aka the Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words on the sport of boxing whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen in the Wolf Pack, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account, my Twitter account, my Facebook account, my IG account, and my Twitch account. Salute to everybody. I appreciate everybody for slipping and sliding with your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, man. We got a great show scheduled for you all. We got an exclusive interview with Blair Cobbs is going to come on and give us the rundown on some of his recent interviews about, calling out some of the bigger names at 147. The biggest name really at 147 is Terence Crawford. So, yeah, we just waiting for Blair to pull up on us, man. But without further ado, can y'all please hit my goddamn like button? Pretty please. It's 27 people in the chat with 23 likes. Can we get them likes up? Can we get the likes up to 100 tonight? Pretty please. But I just got a notification. Shout out to my guy, Young Money, for that goddamn super chat donation, man. I really appreciate you, fam. You always show love for your boy E-Thriller. He said, one love, bro. Blair got to run it back with Rocha. Hey, man, we going to get into all that, man. We going to get into all that, bro. I appreciate your love and support. And I also appreciate that comment. And you already know how I play. I got to get you right. Let's get this party jumping, fam. What's popping?
Everything's gonna be alright. I got a feeling everything's gonna be alright. Be alright. Here we go.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my guy, Young Money. I appreciate the love, man. Once again, let me start from the top, man. Let me acknowledge some of y'all while we waiting on Blair to click on that link, man, so we can go ahead and get it popping. Because I don't plan on holding y'all for too long tonight. But every time I say that, I end up being on for like 3 to 4 hours. So it is what it is, man. We're going to have a good time tonight. Shout out to my guy, Mar the Machine, in the motherfucking building with the Wolf Pack and the Black Picasso. What's popping, fam? How are you, kind sir? I appreciate you. Appreciate you. What up to my guy from Canada, Boxing Nerd 101, the man who loves boots himself. And you already know I'm going to have Blair Flair address your guy. So you just be on the lookout for that. You stay tuned, my brother. And I hope you got your popcorn. I hope you got it. He said, what up to the Wolf Pack? Yes, sir. What's popping? What's good, nerd? I appreciate you. Shout out to my guy, X-Man in the building. He said, salute E3. The Wolf Pack is here and we got our popcorn ready. I appreciate it, fam. I appreciate it. Shout out to my guy, the unbiased fan, aka the Brim Reaper, is in the building with the Wolf Pack. He said in my Terrell Owens voice, get your popcorn ready. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. And make sure y'all go sub up to the unbiased fan, aka the Brim Reaper, man. putting out dope content on all kind of sports and stuff. Shout out to him. Shout out to my brother from the DMV, man, Jamal Lynn. He said salute E3. He got his popcorn ready. What's popping, fam? Hope you had a phenomenal Thursday. What up to my guy, Stanyo Gene Phillip? He said, is Blair Cobbs smoking? Hey, man, we're about to get into it, my brother. We're about to get into it. Shout out to my dog, Big Blunts in Boxing, man. Make sure y'all go sub up to him as well. He said, salute E-Thriller and the chat. What's popping, fam? What's shaking? Let me see. What up to my guy, Splash Master 03? He said, let's go E3. I appreciate it, my brother. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Can y'all please hit my like button, man? Please hit my like button. What up to my dog, Mark Nash? He said, salute. Salute. What's popping, fam? Make sure y'all go check out Mark Nash page, man, and sub up to him. Like all his goddamn content, man. He do everything. He talk about hip-hop, sports, all kind of type of shit, man. Shout out to Mark Nash, bro. I appreciate that number 23 like as well, my brother. Goes a long way. We got to crack the algorithm. We got to crack the algorithm. Shout out to my brother in real life, the General Big Fish is in the building with the Wolf Pack. He said, what up, Wolf Pack? What's poppin', fam? Shout out to Ooh La La La, Miss La La D in the building. She said E3 with the king emojis. How are you, kind man? I hope you had a phenomenal day today. I'm a little tired, but you already know, man. I got to come on and pop my shit and entertain y'all. So it is what it is, man. As a matter of fact, damn it. What's today? Thursday? I forgot to do my picks for football. God damn. Shout out to my guy, Mitch Hennessy, man. He said, what's good, E3 and the Wolfpack? How are you, kind sir? What's popping? What's shaking? Shout out to Israel the Great. He said, salute E-Thriller and the Wolfpack. How are you, man? What's good? I appreciate you for pulling up on me. Shout out to my dog, Young Money, again for that $2 super chat donation. He said, peace and love to the Wolfpack. Hey, man, and you already know. I don't know if this is the same one, but I got to get you right. Let's get this party jumping.
Y'all gotta hype my man up. Hype him
Hey, hustle man. The damn dog ain't doing nothing, man.
Yeah, shout out to my guy, Young Money. I appreciate the love, fam. Shout out to my brother D Young in the building. He said, salute 3. What's popping? How are you, man? What's good? What's going down? He said, LOL, that Martin give me every time. Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. You already know Martin is the GOAT, man. That's the best show ever, in my honest opinion. In my honest and yet humble opinion, by the way. Ashriff said, man, the more and more I see the Earlsexuals are not boxing fans at all. Damn. Talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Big Blunt's just giving everybody shout outs. I appreciate you, bro. What up, Dan Tan? He said he thrilling. No one iller. Salute. What's popping, fam? Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more in the building with the Wolf Pack. He said, salute, E-Thriller. My brother, how are you, kind sir? I appreciate you for pulling up. We just waiting on Blair to click on the link, man, so we can go ahead and get it popping. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, y'all just going back and forth. What up to my guy, Chief Wildfire? He said E3. Yo, what's shaking, bro? What's shaking? Let me see, man. Let me see. Who haven't I got? What up, Dunny Pruitt? He said, what up, though, E3 in the pack? What's popping, fam? It's one of my day ones right here. What's good? What's shaking? How you feeling? Drop something in the chat, man. Let me see. Who haven't I got? Shout out to my guy, Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, for that $5 super chat cash donation. He said, E3, whoa, my brother, 100. Hey, man, I appreciate your love and support, man. You always donate to the channel, fam. Hey, that shit goes a long way, my brother. And you already know, I got to get you right. Let's get it. Yeah, shout out to Mr. Gumbo. What up, cooking with CER Senior? He said, salute, bro. How are you, man? What's good? It's cracking. Who haven't I got, man? Who haven't I got in the building? I think I done just about got everybody. So, yeah, man, as a matter of fact, no, I hadn't. I'll take that lie back. Shout out to my guy, Massachusetts, Fishing and Growing. He said, salute. How are you, man? I appreciate you for tapping in with the Wolfpack tonight. I'm on a little bit early, man, to try to accommodate my special guest and Blair the Flair Cobbs. And yeah, we gonna pop our shit tonight, bro. You know, the first interview we had was a classic. I mean, that's what people say. Everybody said it was the best interview in 2022. I didn't say it. That's what everybody told me. So you know what it is, man. We gonna come back and do it one more time tonight. So I'm just waiting for him to click that link, man. But I already know he gonna pull up and show out, man. He gonna give us what we want. Shout out to the queen, Miss Fisty. Honor Fights is in the building with the Wolf Pack. How are you, kind ma'am? She said, hello, E-Thriller. How are you? Hello. What's going down? She said, what up to the chat? Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Who haven't I got? God damn, this shit lagging. Hold on, y'all. I think I already got Miss Lala D. Shout out to my guy, one of my day ones, Davy John, for that $4.99 super chat cash donation. He said, E-Thriller, salute my guy. What's popping? How are you, fam? I appreciate you for tapping in with me tonight on Thursday. I already know football going on and things of that nature, and everybody want to go out and have drinks and go get something to eat and kick it with their old lady and things like that, man. So I appreciate you for pulling up and putting some respect on that goddamn super chat donation button. I appreciate you, fam. Let's go.
RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. RESPECT. Take care of TCB. Oh!
Sock it to me, 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 sock it to me.
Respect!
Yeah, shout out to my guy, man. That's my day one right there. He was around before I think as soon as I dropped my part one on Here's Proof that Errol Spencer's ducking Terence Crawford, he was one of my day ones that pulled up and subbed up to my channel, man. So I appreciate you, David John. You already know what it is with me and you, homie. I appreciate it. Let me see, man. What up to my guy, Antonio? Antonio. He said, just checking in, E3. How are you, man? What's popping? Oh, my God. Stop the presses. Stop the motherfucking presses. Mr. Gumbo is showing up and showing out for his boy E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso. And you are cooking with high grease, my brother. I appreciate that $20 super chat donation. Hey, man, I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words, but you already know. Let me get you right, fam. Let me get you right.
Ooh, yeah.
As a matter of fact, whenever you send a motherfucker $20, Mr. Gumbo, I got to give you two. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh my goodness. This place is off the hook.
I'm saying I appreciate the love and support, man. I really do. I truly do. Dunny said, let's get Flair versus Broner matchup. Hey, we talked about that the last time, and you already know I'm gonna ask him again, bro. You already know, man. I'm gonna give one of these one of the best interviews again in 2022. Yeah, I would love to see that. And I know Blair the Flair ain't gonna duck no smoke. He ain't ducking no smoke. He want all the smoke. But the only thing with that is AB then came out and said that he fighting at 140 now. And we all know Blair fights at 147. So I'm gonna have to ask Blair, if that fight were to happen, is he willing to fight him at a catch weight, or will he be able to move down and make 140? I don't know. We'll have to see. That's a hell of a question, bro. Hell of a comment. Let me like that comment. General Big Fish is just shouting out Fistiano. Okay. Shout out to Darwin Bush, man. He said, you hear about Spence complaining about his leg hurting. Duck season part number 19. Hey, man, I done already told y'all what was going down with Earl. I don't know how many times I got to do this shit. It really don't matter how many facts I present. The unlimited amount of evidence at the display. I mean, all you got to do is do your research. I have it all lined up in chronological order that here's proof that Earl Spence is ducking Terence Bud Crawford. He's ducking him. I mean, he for damn sure ain't got the same energy that a Blair the Flair Cobbs got for Terence Bud Crawford. He damn sure ain't got none of that. Whatever Blair the Flair got in him and that intestinal fortitude to call out the top dogs like a Jerron Boots Ennis, a Terence Bud Crawford, a Keith Thurman, a AB, you understand what I'm saying? A Earl Spence, and the list goes on and on, a Virgil Ortiz. Earl Spence ain't got that. He ain't got it, and his fans don't want to admit that shit. And all of a sudden, just out the blue, I mean, perfect timing, perfect fucking timing. He had a car wreck on the same day as Terence Crawford's last fight against David Avanesian. I mean, can somebody please? I'm just not one into coincidences or anything like that, but make it make sense. I mean, the timing is a tad bit alarming to your boy E Thriller, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Stop the presses. Stop the motherfucking presses. Shout out to my guy, IOTBA. Boxing Talk in the building with the Wolfpack and his boy E Thriller. He said, E3, chat, what's up? What's poppin', fam? Make sure y'all go sub up to IOTBA Boxing Talk, as well as the Spit Bucket Podcast. You already know how they play. Shout out to JJ. Shout out to my guy, IOTBA. Mr. I'm on that bullshit again. Shout out to the big homie, man. What's poppin', fam? I appreciate you for tapping in, man. I appreciate it. Let me see. What up, Jamal? He said, hey, Big Fish, what you think about Derrick James saying he don't care about the Crawford fight? Hey, I would love to get his point of view because y'all already know that clip is going to be in part 19. Maybe it'll be in part 20. Hell, who knows? The way that I'm feeling tonight, maybe I drop part 19 and part 20 back to back. I don't know what I'm capable of. Y'all just make sure y'all sub up to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. Please hit that noti bell. Pretty please. I can't regurgitate that enough. And I mean, who knows? I might drop part 19 on 12/19, and then I might turn around and drop part 20 on 12/20/2022. Who knows what the future holds? In my Floyd Mayweather voice, abso-fucking-lutely. Shout out to Jamal. Young Money. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo again for that $20 super chat donation. He said, smash that like button for E3 100. Hey, man, you showing up and showing out, man. Hey, bro, I cannot regurgitate it enough. I appreciate all of your love and support. As a matter of fact, you already know how I play. Let's get it.
Take your rose in the house. Watch your mouth. Without a doubt. Jumping on top.
And you already know that's a 2-for-1 special. Whenever you super chat like $20 and above, that's a 2-for-1. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mr. Gumbo. Oh my God. Woo! Shout out to Miss Lala D saluting IOTBA in the chat. What up to my guy Justin Cherry from the the 402. I apologize. I was about to say the 504. Shout out to my dog from the 402, man. He said he was shook. Hey, man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, but I gotta save some of my material for part 19 or part 20. So I ain't gonna get too much into the whole Earl shit and what Derrick James had to say today. I'll let y'all talk about it. I'm gonna reserve my points for part 19 and 20. I mean, who knows? Let me see. What up to Roger? He said if Spence don't want to fight, do it. He said it is time to put these fighters in. It will not be much of a mark against for a loss against Crawford or Spence. Get them fighting. It'll be a big fight. Hey, man, I totally agree, man. But we already know who been the holdup. Who has been the holdup? We had to wait on one particular individual to go get 3 belts. And once he got that 3 belts, he said, we'll see who's holding up what. So that's basically him admitting that he was holding up the biggest fight that we all wanted to see that could have taken place before he fought Mikey Garcia, who didn't have a strap. But then he want to turn around and sit up here and yell strap season. No, motherfucker, it's cap season. You understand what I'm saying? But his fans continue to let him off the hook. His fans act like he ain't been calling Omaha, and all this other shit like Peyton Manning. I mean, he ain't got nothing on Errol Spence with the audibles and the play calling and shit that he been doing. Oh, my God. It is what it is, Roger. Excellent comment. As a matter of fact, let me like that comment, bro. What up, Darwin? He said, listen to BB's page. He was reporting it. Reporting what, bro? Drop something else in the chat, fam. Drop something else in the chat. Let me see. Miss Lala D, the queen, said the last time Spence had an accident, I almost had a heart attack. I didn't know if he made it or not. That's facts. That's facts. I totally agree. Stephen Brimley, the unbiased one, said he says sub up to Io for the Max Bud slander. Hey man, y'all already know how my boy Io coming, man. We ain't got to agree on everything, but you already know Io sees things his way and we see things our way. That's the beauty in this shit. We ain't all got to agree. But yeah, go sub up to the Spit Bucket. Go sub up to IOTBA Boxing Talk, because he might go live after I go live. I mean, after I get done doing this interview, he might go live after me. So you never know. Go sub up to the big homie. Cayman said walls are closing in on Spence. He don't want to fight Keith because them purse guarantees gonna be on display. Hey man, that's a good point. But you might want to. Can you further elaborate on that? I ain't thought about that. What you mean? Drop something else in the chat, bro. Drop something else in the chat. Jamal said, what up, Io? Yes, sir. Shout out to my favorite Earl Spence fan in the motherfucking world, Mr. Quentin Brandley, a.k.a. the BFB Master Q, is in the building with his brother E-Thriller, a.k.a. the Black Picasso. What's poppin', fam? How are you, kind sir? How are you? Let me see, man. Who haven't I got? Yeah, shout out to Mr. Gumbo, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to my guys from across the pond, Toby Bartlett. He said, salute E-Thriller in the chat. How are you, kind sir? What's popping? What's shaking? As a matter of fact, man, just to buy a little bit more time, let me play an interview from Blair the Flair Cobbs talking about Terence Crawford a little bit. And we just going to wait for him to come on and click this link. He might be tied up in traffic or something, or whooping somebody's ass and sparring. I mean, we don't know what Blair the Flair is doing right now. So we just going to stall and buy some time. So without further ado, I do not own the rights to this content. This is for educational purposes only. YouTube, please do not flag my account. Let's listen to the video that Blair the Flair had to say about Virgil Ortiz and Terence Bud Crawford. DJ E-Thriller, roll that clip.
You know, Blair, pretty much nobody is really giving David Avanesian a chance this Saturday night against Terence Crawford, man. Break that down. How do you see it kind of playing out? Do you think actually pull off that win?
Man, I'm going to be 100% honest, because people aren't honest enough. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is. What's his name? Avanesian?
Yeah.
Avanesian. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who the fuck Avanesian is, and why the fuck is he fighting him when he should be fighting Blair the Flair? I don't know. You know what I mean? But that's not a ticket seller. We need big sellers. We need pay-per-view attractions, and Blair the Flair comes to save the day. He needs to fight Blair the Flair. We need to see Adrian Broner with Blair the Flair. We need to see Blair the Flair out there in the lights right now.
Well, you know, you're always an enthusiastic guy. It's probably unlikely that you will get that Crawford fight fighting Avanesian. Then he'll probably move on to the Spence fight. So, you know, things of that nature.
I think it's very possible. His next fight will most likely be with Blair the Flair.
You talking about Crawford?
Crawford. His next fight possibly is with Blair the Flair.
It sounds like you got some inside information.
The inside information is God. I feel it. I can feel it now. And I've been more prepared than ever before. I'm more prepared for a fight with Crawford than Crawford is with Blair the Flair. And that's just what it is.
Were you ever approached by BOK Pound?
Not quite. But hey, man, like big things is happening. We got a renegotiation with Golden Boy and see what's happening with that. But things is sky's the limits. Sky's the limits. So let's see what happens, because Blair Flair is here to stay. Blair Flair is the biggest showman in boxing today, and we need to see these big fights happen. You know, I feel like the boxing world kind of took a dive and has been slowly going down because big fights haven't matured and actually haven't happened. You know, we haven't seen the Crawford and Earl Spence fight, so we need something else ASAP.
Tell us exactly, man. How does a fight like you and Crawford, how exactly does it look, man?
It looks like an ass whooping that you ain't never seen before. You it's unpredictable. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't see. You couldn't bet on it, because like most people would end up losing their money betting against me. But like it'd just be something where as though you wouldn't know. You wouldn't see it coming. Just like all of those punches that Maurice Hooker got hit with early in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Those are exchange punches. You can't defend from that shit. There's some shit that you just can't fucking see coming. And Blair Flair is going to throw a whole lot of shit at somebody like Terence Crawford that he just can't see coming. There's just not enough like intellect and know-how to stop somebody that is that great.
Now, I mean, you're extremely confident, but Crawford is, pound for pound, probably the best fighter.
Hey, man, Blair the Flair Cobbs is talking that shit. He's talking that shit. He don't sound worried. He don't sound afraid. He don't sound like he's shook. He really, truly believes in his heart of hearts that he can not only give Errol Spence and Terence Crawford a run for their money, but he said that he will fuck them up. It'll be an ass whooping that he ain't even ready for. Let's finish rolling this clip.
Fighter in the world, WBO champ, Hall of Famer, 38-0, but you're just saying that you're just gonna kick his ass. Like, it doesn't really matter. So, is it something that you see in Crawford that you're just like, he's good and all, but he does X, Y, and Z wrong? Or do you just feel that you'll kick his ass, you'll kick Spence's ass, anybody really?
Look, in a fair fight, I can beat absolutely anybody. And that's just what it is. I believe in myself. I believe in God. And most people don't believe. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in a fair fight. But I've been in plenty of fair fights. Now, most of these young fighters, they ain't been in a fair fight. There's always something that fucking puts them in an edge. Everybody wants these fake setups. Everybody wants an edge over their opponent to such an extent that it's not even a fair fight. Bro, get a fucking fair fight. You know what I mean? And so when I say that in a fair fight, I beat anybody, because in a fair fight, I beat everybody. You know what I mean? A lot of guys that have more than enough time to prepare, and then I come in there and destroy them. Maurice Hooker came in there in unbelievable dog shape. You know what I mean? He trained with Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is saying, he's going to knock him out in the first 3 rounds, and then he gets annihilated in the first 3 rounds. You know why? Because Blair Flair ain't no goddamn joke. Blair Flair fucked that dude up so bad that even Terence Crawford's like, oh, shit, I don't know what's going to happen. Give him the movement. Run. Do something. Get out of there. He's get out of there. But, he needs to get the fuck out of there, because Blair Flair ain't no goddamn joke. You know what I mean? He looks like a joke. He might be a clown, but what now? That's what it's about. So Blair Flair is out there to entertain and put on a big show, and it's just not enough. People don't know what the fuck I'm capable of. So when you see a Blair Flair talking and popping his shit off about somebody of the likes of Terence Crawford with supreme confidence, that raises a lot of eyebrows. Because you really don't know what the fuck I'm capable of,
So, if you can't get Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, one of the champions, who else would you want?
All of them. Every single one of them. Ain't nobody calling each other out. They got a lot of top young contenders. Ain't calling each other out.
So here's your chance. Name somebody.
Every single one of them. Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz. I thought we were supposed to fight right after that last fight. What happened? You know what I mean? I got nothing but respect for Virgil. I got nothing but respect for Golden Boy Promotions. But what happened?
Is he also a guy that you kind of look at in the Terence Crawford vein? Because he was just like, you'll kick Terence Crawford's ass.
See, I didn't know that, ladies and gentlemen, in the Wolfpack. I didn't know Blair the Flair Cobbs was calling out Virgil and trying to get a fight with him, or he was supposed to get one. But according to him in his interview, he's saying that he was supposed to fight him, but something else happened. I guess he took a fight with McKinnison or something like that. I don't know. That's news to me. But I would love to ask Blair whenever he pull up.
Do you think it'll also be one-sided if you fought against Virgil, man?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But he would say opposite, and a lot of fans would say opposite. But yet, every time I show up, there's a big upset. And in a fair fight, without a fucking 4-week notice, 3-week notice, like Alexis Rocha, you see something amazing that happens in that fucking ring every single time. So let's see what happens in a fair fight against Blair Flair. You want to see money? You fight Blair Flair. There ain't nobody that can promote more than Blair Flair. You want to see your guy get tested? Fight him against Blair Flair. in a fair fight. Let's see what the fuck happens. Because these little setups, these circumstantial gains ain't getting you nowhere. You know what I mean? We don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't like to get tested until they're already there at the world title. You know, we want to see what happens as you go up the rankings. So, like, with that being said, the people's champion needs to see what the hell happens, and the people wants to see it too.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, man. So y'all heard a little bit what he had to say. Of course, I want to ask him some more questions whenever he click on the link. I don't know if he's a little bit busy or backed up, and maybe he's gonna have to come on another time, y'all. I've been trying to reach out to him, so we just gonna get into this chat for a little bit, and then I'm gonna drop the link and let y'all come on the rock. But if he come on, then I'm gonna have to let everybody go back in the chat, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this interview. So we just gonna improvise on the fly tonight. Shout out to my guy Jamal, man. He said salute Q. Lala D said Romy Rome, my favorite. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Queen. Let me see. IOTBA said, can y'all hear E3? Yeah, man. I hope y'all can hear me in the chat. Shit. Y'all just going back and forth. He said, I can hear. Yeah, man. Let me see. My dog X man said one love to all the queens in the chat. Yes, sir. The BFB Master Q said, shout out to the Wright brothers. Shout out to the Wright brothers. Y'all in this bitch deep tonight. Y'all just going back and forth. Donnie said Spence can't fight now. His tummy hurt. Hey, man, it ain't no telling, bro. Like, how long is it going to take for him to heal up? Because Derek James was saying something about, oh, well, he looked good on the outside, but on the inside, he's a little banged up. He's a little bruised up from that car wreck, and his car looked like shit. I mean, the car was totaled. I mean, I'm just thankful that he's okay. But I'm just saying, man, I don't want to put nothing out there. I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but it just seems the timing just seemed a tad bit odd. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, what do I know? What up, Toby? He said, okay, you just shouting them out. What up, Al Money? I see your boy. What up to my guy, Mr. Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. Make sure y'all go sub up to Mr. Goose to you. One half of the motherfucking Dudley boys, as I deemed him. Was popping, fam. Was shaking. Darwin Bush said, reporting the Spence pity party about his leg hurting. Facts. Big facts. We knew this shit was coming, man. We knew it was coming, man. They was going to find a way. Somehow, some way, they was going to finesse their way out of this goddamn fight, because let the Earl Sexuals tell it, the contract is still on the table. What I mean, what's the hold up? Is he gonna take a tune up now? Is he gonna fight Keith Thurman? I don't know. Is he gonna move up to 154? But like I said on my last live, right? If he moves up to 154, what big money fight is at 154 pounds? I wait. I will fucking wait. Is it Sebastian Fundora? I mean, please don't make me fart. Pretty please, Earl. Ain't nobody trying to see that shit. And I think he'll beat the hell out of Sebastian Fundora. But is that a big money fight? Absolutely not. In my Floyd Money Mayweather voice. Oh, what you gonna do, Earl? You gonna move up to 154 and fight Charlo? Well, we all know that's a conflict of interest, because Charlo is trained by who? The same Derek James that trains you. So I don't see that fight being even possible, even remotely possible. So once again, I would like to pose the question: who in the fuck is Errol Spence going to fight at 154 pounds? Oh, I get it. I know what Earl is probably going to do. Earl is probably going to wait on Canelo Alvarez to come off of his injury, because we all know behind the scenes, before they even sat down at the table with the pound for pound king and Terence Bud Crawford, they were trying to negotiate a deal with Canelo Alvarez at a catch weight at 164 pounds. So basically, they were trying to sell Earl Spence's O to the money man in the sport of boxing outside of Anthony Joshua. Yeah, I said it. In Canelo Alvarez. So, which means, in my personal opinion, they wasn't really trying to fight Terence Bud Crawford. They wasn't trying to fight that man. But y'all niggas love to deflect and neglect the fucking facts. It's big facts. If Canelo would have said no to that DAZN deal whenever he fought Bivol in Triple G for the third time, he would have been fighting Jamal Charlo at 160, or no, 168 if I'm not mistaken, right? And then he would have been fighting Earl Spence at 164. Facts. Big facts. Can't none of y'all niggas refute that shit. Proof is in the pudding. Let me see, man. Yeah, shout out to Gooch. Shout out to Killer Cam, too. What up? This is Rob. He said, salute. Thriller was popping, fam. What's shaking? What's shaking? Shout out to you, man. Where you from? This is Rob. Y'all need to start dropping in the chat where y'all from, y'all area codes, or just put your cities of where y'all from so I can know where my demographics at, man. So I can know where my people rocking with me at, man. Drop some in the chat. Y'all drop your area codes or something. What up to my guy Wayne Hennessy? He says, salute Thriller in the Wolfpack. How are you, kind sir? How are you? Cayman said, meaning if Spence fight Keith, we know they're getting he said they getting $1 million guarantees and a pay-per-view split gonna be right. Proving that they just tried to play Bud. Hey, that's a hell of an assumption. I mean, one can only I don't think too many people can argue against that point. Because Keith Thurman is the same guy that just made $750,000 to go up against a Mario Barrios, the same Mario Barrios who was coming off a loss, just like Keith Thurman, that they had the nerve, the unmitigated gall to put on pay-per-view for $74.99, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of people was bitching and moaning about Terence Crawford versus a David Avanesian and the lack of the fight card that they had, but at least the fight was priced at $40 goddamn dollars. But then you have this company in the PBC that you guys love and worship, and you get on your knees and clip Al Heyman's toenails if he would give you the opportunity, right? I mean, if you ever get to see the motherfucker, because he's a ghost, we never hear or see anything from an Al Heyman, right? But if you niggas had the opportunity, you would clip his goddamn toenails. Y'all niggas swerve before the graces of the boxing guys that he is doing everything right in the sport of boxing. And I tend to disagree because not only is he not giving us the fights that we don't want to see, right? The nigga is putting all these bullshit ass fights on pay-per-view and slapping a sticker of $80, $70 like Wilder and Helenius. Who wanted to see that shit? I mean, I was anxious to see Deontay Wilder. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, my God, I wasn't trying to pay no goddamn $75 to $80 to see him knock out a Robert Helenius, his goddamn sparring partner, because everybody knew it was a foregone conclusion that Robert Helenius was tailor-made. I repeat, tailor-made for Deontay the Browns Bomber Wilder. And I fucks with Wilder. But we seen what happened in the fight. Wilder probably threw how many punches? Maybe 5, if that. But that one that connected, he sent the motherfucker to sleep. Experts, as everybody knew what happened. I mean, some people, because my brother IOTBA, he did come on my show one day and say that Robert Helenius was going to knock out Wilder. I mean, I don't want to say no names, but Mr. 214 from across the pond said that Helenius was going to whoop Wilder. I mean, he said it. I didn't see it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Io. Let me see, man. Let me see. Lala D said, Blair, we barely knew who you were before, and you know, okay. Hopefully he pull up, man. Hopefully, and if y'all got any questions for him, send some super chats, and I will gladly read them. But y'all got to be respectful now. Y'all got to be respectful to my special guest whenever you come on. Let me see. General Bigfoot said, see, Blair didn't know either. LOL. Hell no, he didn't know. Nah, he said that. He said he didn't know who David Avanesian was. That's a fact. A lot of people didn't know who he was. A lot of people. This is Rob said, I'm gonna need Blair to get his rank up because he knows he was below average. I guess that's what you're trying to say. AVA. Oh, below Avanesian. Okay, I got you. Hey man, somebody let me know in the chat. Where is Blair the Flair ranked in the at 147 in the WBC, the IBF, the WBA, and the WBO? Somebody let me know in the chat. I ain't have time to research it. Let me see. Just said Blair is a hype man, no doubt. Yeah, he popping shit, man. But hey, he want the smoke. I commend him for wanting the smoke. He ain't turning down no fucking smoke. Came and said, I wonder if Custard is going to ask Spence if he's his own boss. Why wasn't he at the negotiation table? That's a hell of a fucking question. Hey, man, did you by chance get to go to Brian Custer's Twitter account and ask him that? Because I know I put that on my community tab, but I didn't have time to be, reading all your comments and copying and pasting and putting them on Twitter. And because I work with my son, I work from home. So, I don't be having all that kind of time. You feel what I'm saying? But that's a hell of a question. I don't know when that interview is going to drop, but I do know that Earl Spence didn't want to do any media today. He didn't want to do any media today. Y'all go and look at that video. He claimed he didn't want to do any media. I don't know if that's because he wasn't trying to steal the shine away from a Frank Martin. But I mean, whenever Terence Crawford was in Dallas and he didn't want to talk about the Earl Spence fight and all that shit, motherfuckers was killing him So I just want to know if y'all gonna keep that same goddamn energy for Earl Spence, because ain't nothing standing in the way. Yeah, we know Keith Thurman has been ordered by Mauricio Suleiman in the WBC, but we also know that unification bouts, quite frankly, undisputed matchups, trumps, the motherfucking mandatories, right? So there's no excuse. I don't want to hear shit about no goddamn tune-up. I don't want to hear you saying that you want to go do this and it's been a long layoff and the car wreck and your leg hurt and your shoulders hurt and all this other shit. Nigga, go get you a goddamn gift card and massage Envy. Go get that shit worked out and get your ass back in the gym and train for Terence Bud Crawford. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't stutter. You understand what I'm saying? Hell of a fucking question. Y'all niggas on fire today. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Eamon also said, say what you want about Blair, but he down to throw them paws. Hell yeah. He pulled up on Boots like, hey, man, I want to fight. Team Ennis and Boots and Bozy, they be running around here acting like don't nobody want to fight them. Everybody ducking them. But I can vividly remember Blair the Flair pulling up on him like, nigga, I want that work. I want that work. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Let me see. Roger said Bud should hand out Spence on the pick on the milk cartons missing. I agree. I totally agree. Okay, Justin is bitch rolling. He said, I thought everyone was scared of Bud. Hey, man. Blair the Flair don't look like he's scared of him. Io said exactly fish. Let me see. Mr. Goose said 19. I'm counting down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Rob said facts. He fairly got his ass whooped a few months ago. Let me see. Future Past TV. I see you in this bitch rolling with popping, fam. What's good? Hold on, y'all. Can y'all make sure y'all hit my like button? Can y'all pretty please hit my like button? Pretty please. I got about 226 views with 77 likes. Can the other people that tapped in please hit my like button? Can you please push my like button? It don't cost $1. It don't cost a dime to show some love so we can goddamn crack the algorithm. Holla at them, Boosie.
Nigga be all online, have y'all laughing and shit. You don't even want to spend $9. You don't want to buy one song for $128. Get the fuck right now. But you always want to come on my live and look at me. But you always want, but you can't spend $1.50 on a song.
Hey, man, that's big facts. Can y'all please hit my like button? And if you want to donate to the channel, that super chat button is available as well as my Cash App. Shout out to everybody, man. Io said Blair would be the best competition Crawford had in years or ever. Wow. So you believe that Blair the Flair Cobbs will be Terence Crawford's best competition? Wow. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all rocking with what Io said. Damn. This is Rob said, if you burn Bud for a fight number 6, y'all would have definitely burned him for fighting number 8. Who is number 8? This is Rob. Educate me, my brother. I ain't even gonna cap. I don't be looking at them rankings like that, bro. Dunny said Blair, the one guy who everybody knows is always about to whoop somebody's ass or was about to get busy and tear shit up, but luckily he didn't have to. Hey, man, I feel you, bro. Who was okay? Y'all just going back and forth. He said Blair Wilding, he was going to sleep if he fight Bud. He was going to give the refs body shots and he was going to get whipped so bad he was going to get dinged on. Okay, I hear you. I would love for Blair the Flair to go ahead and click on this link so he can come on and explain his side of what he said. Because I got some questions I need answered, my brother. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see. What up, Hoplo? I see your boy. He said Blair wouldn't last around with Crawford. Wow. Okay. Shout out to Haplo. Let me see. Who haven't I got? What up to Bill's Boot Camp? He said, salute, fam. What's poppin'? How are you, sir? How are you? Big Fish said he keeps saying fair fight, IOY. I don't know what he's trying to say. Because he never got a full count. Oh, okay. You're talking about Blair. Let me see. Justin said, I got a picture of Io at Crawford's fight with a press pass on fanboying out for Bud. Oh, wow. Is that shit true, Io? I mean, has new information been presented in my General Big Fish voice? Let me know, Io. Blair is a superstar of every big time. He's Hollywood time. Let him tell it. We will fucking wait. Hey, man. Let me see, man. Let me go ahead and do this because I ain't gonna be able to read all these goddamn comments. I am about to drop the link. As a matter of fact, hold on, y'all. I think I got another notification. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to my guy D Lucky for that $4.99 super chat cash donation. He said, salute to you, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man, for always showing support to my channel and for stopping by, man. And I appreciate you. Let me get you right, fam. Let me get you right.
Sit down. Go sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Yeah, man. But let me go ahead and do this. Let me drop the link, man. We still waiting on Blair. And if Blair ever decide to click on the link, I'm going to have to remove everybody and let him come on the rock. But the link is now in the chat if y'all want to come on the rock. Talk to me about the topic at hand or hell, anything pertaining to boxing. Y'all let me know, man. The link is now in the chat. Let me go ahead and pin it. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me pin this link. My shit lagging. My shit is lagging, man. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let me pin it. All right. I think I got some more notifications. I see you, boxing nerd. You can turn your cam off. Hold on. Let me read these other super chats. Shots out to Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, again for that $5 super chat donation. He says Jay Cooley was at the Crawford fight. I saw him trying to get in. Hey, is that a fact? Is that a motherfucking fact, Mr. Gumbo? Because we all know Jay Cooley is the ultimate Earl-sexual, and he can't stand Terence Bud Crawford. He can't stand him. But shout out to you, Mr. Gumbo, again. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. And you already know I got to get you right. Let's get it.
You don't understand. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. And let me make sure I got all my goddamn super chats out the way before I click on this link. All right, man. Going out to Boxing Nerd 101 from Canada. You're live on the chat with the Wolf Pack. Talk to me, man. What's poppin'?
What's good, E3?
What's good, man? I need a little bit more energy, my brother. I can barely hear you. It sounds like you're on the toilet or something, my brother.
Oh.
Sound like you're taking a shit. Talk to me, Boxing Nerd. What's popping? Boxing Nerd. All right, let me go back to the comments, man. I'm waiting on Boxing Nerd. Let me see. Where do I leave off? Okay, there you go. How are you, concept?
Oh, you want energy? What's going on?
There you go. There you go. I mean, if I had Boots coming on the line, I'd be ecstatic, elated, jubilated. You feel what I'm saying?
Man. That's not right.
I'm just saying, everybody in the Wolfpack know you love Boots. We know you love you some Boots. But anyway, how are you, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I'm doing well, man. What's your take on the topic at hand, or hell, anything pertaining to the sport of boxing?
Hey,
talk to me, Mike.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man.
I see you, Jamal.
I love Blair's I love his enthusiasm. It's a breath of fresh air. It's almost like Floyd-esque, Adrian-esque, but his own little twist to it. I love how he's adamant about he can beat anybody, but there's belief and then there's just reality. If he could possibly do what he said he could do, well, that would be something. But we saw what happened with Alex Souza, I believe it is.
Alexis Rocha or something like that?
Alexis Rocha. Yeah, I don't even know his name. My bad. Yep. But we know power punches are his bane when it comes to being defensively responsible. He sort of lacks in that department at certain stages later on in the contest. So I feel like someone like Crawford, who has power, Boots, who has power, and Earl, who has respectable power, along with Virgil, those guys would be able to systematically break him down and probably stop him. For him to shut me up, he would have to show me otherwise. But I love his enthusiasm. It's a breath of fresh air. He's the most exciting welterweight as we speak. When it comes to
I would definitely agree with that. I would definitely agree with that.
So he's needed in the sport of boxing for sure. You need those kind of characters in sport of boxing for it to grow. So shout out to Blair. Love what he's doing for the sport, but I just don't think he can get over the major hump. But that's just my opinion.
Alrighty, man. I appreciate you, Boxing Nerd 101. Let me go out to my guy Jamal from the DMV. You're live on the chat with the Wolf Pack. Talk to me, fam. What's popping, bro?
Hey, what's up, E3? Can you hear me pretty good?
Oh man, you sound crispy as always, my brother. What's goody? How are
All
you?
right, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, look, I really wanted to jump on because I really wanted to have a question for IO, man. He was on the he posted something on this community tab earlier.
Okay.
Now we know that the fight had what roughly about 16,000 people in there.
You talking about the Terence Crawford and David Avenesian fight?
Yeah.
I think I heard 14,000, but I don't have the correct number off the top of my head. But I can look it up. Go ahead, my bad.
Right. Now I heard that he said it was rumored that they only did what 100,000 in live gate. Or
Yeah,
something
I think
like that. He said.
posted 100K to 300K in live.
Yeah.
Gate.
Now you take 14. You take 14,000 people, and even if they would only sold those seats for $100 a pop, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just for $100 a pop. Now we know seats in that arena went for, you had some that was a few hundred, some of them that was probably a few thousand. I wouldn't doubt it, But I just don't understand where these rumors be coming from, man. And what word would he think that with a stadium or arena full of 14,000 people plus can only generate 100K in a live gate? I mean, somebody got to make that make sense to me, man. Somebody got to make sense, man. That's why I wanted him to jump on. I thought he was going to go live tonight, but I forgot that you was going live. So if he jump on the link, I just want him to explain.
I think he's supposed to go live, but I think he's supposed to click on the link too. I mean, the link is in the chat, it's pinned. So if Io want to come on the rock, he already know, man. Hey, click on that link.
Yeah. I'm gonna fall back and let you pass.
He would have to answer that. I can't answer that. I don't have any sources, man.
My man.
All right, Jamal. Appreciate you for tapping in, my guy. Just hang tight.
Yes, sir.
All right, going out to the general big fish in the motherfucking building. Talk to me, bro. What's popping?
Thriller, what's going on, bro?
What's good, my brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on?
Man, I can't call it, my brother. I can't call it. What's shaking?
Salute, big fish.
What's up, Jamal? What's up, Boxing Nerves? Going on, fellas?
Coolin', man.
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, I done seen a whole bunch of information, boy. I got to start getting on Twitter more often, boy. I seen BLK Prime talking about, man, the IOUs will be paid pretty soon.
And where did you get that information from, baby? You said
Twitter. Twitter. I sent it to you. You check it out.
No. You don't have to send it to me because you already know I be up on it, bro. I seen that, and according to multiple reports, that was fake. That's a fake Twitter account.
That's a fake Twitter account.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I've been told, but I don't know. But hey, man, I hate to do this, man. I'm gonna have to remove y'all and put y'all back in the chat, man, because my special guest has just tapped in with the Wolfpack, y'all.
All right, have fun, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, my guys. All right, man. So without further ado, going out to my guy, ladies and gentlemen of the Wolfpack, it is an honor and a privilege to welcome my special guest for tonight's show back on for the second time around with his boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Everybody in the Wolfpack, let's give a big old round of applause for Blair the Flair Cobbs, aka Business Blair, aka Woo! You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack and E-Thriller. How are you, kind sir? What's popping?
What up, everybody from the Wolfpack? Everything's just loving. I'm living a blessed life. Right now, I'm getting my hair done because Blair the Flair has to stay pretty, stay sexy all the time.
Hey, man, I see you getting your, what you about to get some braids or something? What you cooking up over there, Blair?
Just maintenance, Your boy likes to get groomed, you know what I'm saying? When I'm not training and killing my body, I'm taking care of my body, and everything's just, it's all part of being the best entertainer for boxing.
Yes, sir. I feel you, bro. I'm over here trying to grow my hair out as well again. I don't know. I chopped mine off about 1.5 years ago, and I've been regretting it ever since. But I'm trying to get to where you at, Blair. I'm just saying, my brother. Oh. Anyway, man, let's get right into it, man, because it's obvious that you're busy. I don't want to hold you for too long, my brother.
I'm here with you.
Okay, I appreciate it. So listen, man, we already know whenever it comes to Blair the Flair Cobbs, we know you ain't ducking no smoke at 147 because you done called out everybody you can possibly call out in that weight division, right?
Mr. Smoke.
Yeah. I love that. I like that, Mr. Smoke.
Smoke, man.
But I must say, my brother, you took it a step further today because I came across an interview on the Boxing Scene. Shout out to their website. And the headline read, Blair Cobbs believes he would run through Terence Bud Crawford. So as soon as I saw that headline, I had to hit you up, my brother, like, because that's a very bold statement, my man. That's a very bold statement. So can you explain to the people in the Wolfpack, what did you mean by that?
His time is first of all, Terence Crawford is an incredible athlete, an incredible boxer. You know what I mean? He's flawed, but he's an incredible boxer. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. He's almost flawless in most aspects. And he's done a terrific job, but Flair can beat him. Not yet. You know, his time is coming to an end. So Blair Flair's time is coming. You know, my time is rising, and it's about that time. It's about that time to see what happens when, you know, when he takes a defeat. You know, and you know, like,
hey Blair, I think your audio broke up again, my brother. Could you repeat what you just said?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, like my time is coming, and his time is nearly up. You know, if they're not getting the fight done with Earl Spence, his time is up. Earl Spence is gonna move up the weight class, and then we have another fight of the decade, Blair Flair. Simple as that.
So let me ask you this, Blair. Did you just so happen to watch the Crawford versus David Avenesian fight on BLK Prime this past weekend?
No, I didn't even see it. I didn't see it because I was involved with like another fights. I know BLK Prime is doing an incredible job with Terrence and also producing a great show. Shout out to them. But I didn't get to see the fight. But I did see the highlights. It looked spectacular.
Okay, I was just about to ask you, how would you assess his performance, him and David's, based off of what you saw on the highlights?
Well, I didn't see the actual fight, so like I can't really break down like what he did good, what he did wrong. But from the highlights, from what I saw, it looked amazing.
Okay, well, how do you feel about David Avenesian's team filing a complaint with the Nebraska Athletic Commission over the whole glove gates scandal? Have you heard about that?
Tell me more about that.
Well, I mean, Terence Bud Crawford's gloves, both of his gloves rather, at the beginning of round 6 were split or some sort, like around his thumbs or something like that. And the referee stopped the fight, had the commission take a look at it. They deemed that it was okay. They told him, hey, go get an extra pair of gloves in the back. We're going to finish rolling this round. And then he would have to put on the gloves. But ultimately, we all know he sent them to sleep experts in the 6th round, so that he never got to change his gloves. So how do you feel about that situation?
That's something that I did.
Hey, I think your audio is going in and out again, Blair.
This internet.
There you go. I can hear you now, my brother.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about those events. That's different. Obviously cut the gloves. Relax.
Hey, the Flair, I hate to cut you off, my brother, but you keep going in and out with your audio, and I can barely see you on your video.
I'm sorry.
You good? You good?
I can put on a Wi-Fi. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, 1 second.
Take your time.
I can't even see the damn thing.
You're all good.
Simplicity.
I'm just saying.
Which one? That one?
Yeah. And then it's all capital. Gray hair. 424.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come through the door. Pretty please. We're just waiting for Blair Flair to get connected to the Wi-Fi. Okay, there you go, my brother.
Good now?
Yeah, we good. We crispy. So you didn't know about the situation. Now, Everlast, let me fill you in. They came out and said there was no foul play on behalf of Team Crawford in his camp. They sent some defective gloves with defective leather that they never tested out. I don't know how that happens, but it did happen.
Was this a new glove?
Yeah, according to Everlast, it was new gloves.
Really?
Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Like, if you were in David Avenesian's shoes in that moment, would you be taking the same legal action that he's taking, or would you have made them stop the fight and say, no, he needs to change him right now? What would Blair the Flair Cobbs do in that situation?
I don't know, because like something like that is pretty crucial. And the thing is, right, all of that hysterics of the splitting of the glove, it looks like he's trying to buy time. Does that make any sense?
Nah, break that down for me, Blair.
Like if there was a big hysteric about his gloves being cut, okay, possibly splitting on accident, that causes a big stop to the fight. Did it not cause like a little bit of commotion, whereas though there was a pause to the actual fight?
Yeah, before round 6 began, the referee paused it. She looked at his gloves. She walked into his corner. I believe the commission or the judges looked at his gloves or something like that, and they said it was all right, and they let him keep fighting.
Yeah, it looked like he's buying himself some time, and also like that's definitely a little bit strange, on Terence Crawford's part. And why would he ever like use gloves that he has no experience in? Look, I use Cleto Reyes.
Okay.
I don't play no damn games with my gloves. I make sure that I know how they feel.
Yeah.
I know what to expect.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I know how to feel when I'm boxing, when I'm punching, and when I'm blocking. You know what I mean? And I don't even like the idea of somebody that has so much experience like using gloves that he never fought in out of nowhere. It doesn't sound convincing, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's just coming from my perspective.
Oh yeah. I respect your opinion.
What's his name? Avenesian?
David Avenesian.
Yeah, David Avenesian has every right to feel some type of way about that.
Right.
But would it have changed like the actual fight? I don't think so. Unless no, I don't think it would.
So you think the outcome, because that's what I said, I think the outcome would have still been Terence Crawford would have knocked him out regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just me.
Terence Crawford is a calculated fighter, and like Avenesian already lost to a fighter that Terence already beat. Terence is when I saw the fight, when I saw the replay, not even the replays, but the
highlights.
The highlights.
Yeah.
Avenesian leaving his head right there, smack dab in the middle for an uppercut hook out of nowhere. Pow pow. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
He was gonna get free base quick anyways. Like
yeah.
he was gonna be butter spread on the ground in no time anyways.
So let me ask you this. Earlier, you just mentioned that Terence Crawford is a very flawed fighter. Now you had a phenomenal breakdown.
Not very flawed.
But you say
small flaws.
Oh, small flaws. Pardon me.
Incredibly small.
Okay, I apologize. And you had a phenomenal breakdown on Earl Spence's and his whole fighting, his style and things of that nature. Can you break down how would you approach a fight with Terence Bud Crawford, who a lot of people deem as the pound for pound king in the sport of boxing? I know you can't give us everything, but just give us a little bit. The way that you broke Earl down, I mean, it was flawless.
Let's just put it like this. This is gonna be like with me. I'm very unpredictable. That's why nobody wants to fight me. That's why those top guys don't want to fight me. That's why Terence Crawford would rather fight Avenesian instead of Blair Flair. You know, when the name did get presented, you know, especially after seeing my last fight, my last performance, you just don't know what to expect when I come up in there. It's just not enough. It's not enough highlights. It's not enough tape. It's not enough data because I only have but so many fights, I like most of my career in the beginning, I was like this big crazy layoff. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't get a fight. I was that bad of a dude in Philly. I couldn't get nothing going on in Philly. You know what I mean? Unless I was dealing with slimy people, slimy promoters, and slimy just, people that just, take advantage of you and like put you in a position where as though you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be taken advantage of. I thought fighting and I thought boxing was a competition for greatness. But I was wrong. Boxing is full of cowards and business. And that's why we have boxing right now in the state.
So let me ask you this: how do you feel when you hear guys from Team Ennis like Bozy Ennis, shout out to him, and Jerron Ennis swearing up and down that everybody is running from them? But I can vividly remember I asked you this last time. You pulling up on him like, I want the smoke, I want the work, let's get it popping. Have you not heard anything from Jerron Boots Ennis in this camp on trying to make a fight with him?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Why do you think that's the case? I know you kind of just said that you're unorthodox and you're unpredictable, but
I'm far too unorthodox, too unpredictable, and the last thing that they remember is that I was the baddest man in Philadelphia, period. I was a very, very dangerous person. So much so that while I was on this crazy layoff, 3 years off, you know what I'm saying? They came in for sparring. You know what I mean? And just the idea of them winning a couple rounds and sparring against the outer shape Flair was a big deal for him. You kind of what I'm saying? Like, I'm more than what people can even like imagine. I can throw things that okay, you're a good counter puncher.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to counter punch some of this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You want to switch? I will make it a flaw. I will take it away. I know why you switch.
Why you switch?
I know why you switch.
Why does he switch? Do you not want to say that on record, or why do a guy like Terence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis switch?
I like the idea of people thinking that I'm stupid. I like that idea. Till they end up catching all kinds of heat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the idea that like I am a surprise to everyone. You know what I mean? And the fact that like I have so much raw talent and ability and a lot of skills, but haven't been like developed through the course of like a whole lot of circumstantial fights that can develop me and get me close and comfortable in an actual fight. You know what I'm saying? It makes it so we have a whole lot of drama. You don't just know right off the bat that Blair Flair is going to win. Why? Because I might make mistakes. You know what I mean? I might make calculative mistakes and then end up like, okay, he gets knocked down, but then he gets back up and he wins and knock the guy out. That's happened multiple times in my career already. It's just, and then the thing is, like the last fight, they thought they were going to blow me out.
Mo Hooker, Mighty Mo Hooker, right? Yep.
Yeah. I was supposed to be done. and then shortly after that, everything changes.
You came out swinging for the fences in that fight. I mean, you was dinging on that boy. I was thoroughly impressed.
They were calculative moves that I've been saving for Crawford, for Ennis.
Talk that shit, bro.
I had to pull off but I wanted it to look like I was getting tired. But that dude came in hard in the first couple rounds, so he went down in the first couple rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was the later rounds, he wouldn't be getting up. But that boy came in there to fight. Hungry, no broken hand like Virgil Ortiz fight. You know what I mean? Not a 3-week notice like the other fight that he lost.
Yeah.
That was the best hooker that we could find. You know what I mean? Ready, 3 months notice, in shape, overweight so he can like push me around and have more power. And they thought Terence Crawford said that I will get knocked out within the first 3 rounds.
He said that?
Yes.
I don't recall it. I'm gonna have to go do my research. I'm
he
normally
said-
up on that type of shit. Okay.
He said that, and then things went sideways real fast.
When you hear stuff like that, Blair, does that motivate you to go in there and perform at a higher level, or is that just like, oh, I don't give a fuck about what he say? He's just talking. He's just supporting this guy.
I don't know. I'm all about the drama. You know, I actually live in the fire. That's why I call these people out. Because I know that like none of them have actually been in it. So when I put people in the fire with me, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can talk about all these young fighters, you know what I mean, that's not been tested and have not really been in the fire.
Are you talking about at 147 or just in boxing in general? Because this a whole. I wanted to ask you about that later on, but go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
All the boxing, and especially 147. You have a look at this. Man, I look good.
Hey, let me ask you this, Blair. Let me ask you this, my brother. So, what is your ultimate goal in the sport of boxing? Is it to become a champion? Is it to become undisputed? Like, what is your goal in the sport of boxing? Or is it just to fight the best? What would you say to that?
The fighter of the decade. I will be the most pivotal figure in boxing that changes the whole dynamic back to the way it used to be. Bringing boxing back to its full potential is a job that the promoters, managers, and a lot of fighters in general have not been doing.
Right.
They've been trying to play old Mayweather instead of young Mayweather, and not put in the work before earning. And then everybody wants to be Floyd, but none of you are showmen. Does that make any sense?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of people that come on my panel in the Wolfpack, we say that line all the time, my brother, all the time.
Yeah. So, are we finished? Am I finished? Oh yeah. Well, I'll just sit over here. I'll just sit over here for right now.
So let me ask you this, the Flair.
Like to put like this.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Let me put it like this. Thank you so much. Floyd is working. Like, the reason why Floyd gets the money that he get is because he's promoting himself. He's putting himself out there because like he has something to say. You know what I mean? The reason why Floyd became a multi-millionaire, possibly the billionaire fighter of his era is because of 24/7 that was created by Floyd for Floyd to build fights, not just for him, but his opponent. We don't have promoters that actually give a damn about the fighters to actually promote the fighters.
Yeah.
And then the event. They just promote the event, and it might be only for a short amount of time, and they hurry up and get their money. But then they expect more money.
Okay.
Fighters, they go out there and they hurry up and try to hurry up and perform and get their money, but they expect more money.
Right.
You're not putting in enough work. You're not putting in enough work. Period.
So you're not of the mindset of a guy. Let me just use him as an example. In Terence Crawford, who feels like, hey, I don't really have to promote myself. I had a promoter in Bob Arum. That's his job. You're not of that mindset.
No, absolutely not. I mean, why? Because Terence Crawford is a really, really good fighter. But in the end, Flair will make way more money than Terence Crawford. And it won't be just for the simple fact that I beat him or like that, like, oh, I'm a good fighter too. It's because I have the it factor. The it factor is that I'm a star,
Mhm.
and he's not.
Mm.
A lot of that boils down to how much work are you really doing? Are you doing enough work outside of the ring?
Mm.
Inside the ring, you're magnificent. But there will come a time, it will come a place where that caps off. Because we got to realize that, like, right now we're in a time period where you have to perform outside the ring too.
Yeah.
Or you ain't going nowhere. You like there will be limitations. And we're so fucked up, this boxing shit, that we have more invaders than ever before because boxing's been waiting for Blair the Flair.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We have YouTubers, we have TikTokers, we have the UFC, we have all kinds of other avenues that people would rather go through than boxing.
That's a fact.
Boxing is losing its zing because we don't have the entertainers in boxing that actually pushes the envelope forward. You know what I mean? We like a lot of promoters like to promote the fight just based off of politics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well he's a Puerto Rican and he's a Mexican. Who gives a fuck? I mean, like those fans, they're going to be there. But if you're not captivating the imagination of people, if you're not captivating like the new audience, the new fans, then you're not going anywhere. So like a lot of these fucking promoters, they're too damn old school. And they forget that, like, motherfucker, you wouldn't be shit without Muhammad Ali. If it wasn't for Muhammad Ali, boxing would have went down the drain long ago. From football, baseball, and anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't go in. You wouldn't be nothing without a Don King.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be nothing without a Mike Tyson. We need these star athletes. We need these stars that got the it factor. You know what I mean? And right now, you got me, and you got what? Rolly Romero.
Yeah. I would say AB, Adrian Broner, of course. Yep.
Adrian Broner.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury. That's it.
You don't think Keith Thurman has the it factor? The gift of the gab?
There was something about Keith Thurman that just never, like, it never took. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It never took. He had the great fights. He fought the great fights, but it just never took. I don't know what it is. But do I think that he's an incredible athlete? Absolutely. I shout out to Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? I wish nothing but the best for him to, like, you know, move forward in, like, you know, his comeback fights.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting the new top contenders like me, like Ennis, like Virgil Ortiz. I would love to see him fight these guys. And I would even wager that he beats some of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, it was something about Keith Thurman. It just didn't work out. I don't know.
It didn't resonate with
it was the PBC thing. Because PBC is just not like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to find out. Because Blair Flair is not Keith Thurman. Blair Flair is the next billion-dollar attraction.
Let me ask you this.
Entertainment history.
Let me ask you this, Blair. Whenever you say the it factor, I think about guys like a Shakur Stevenson. Do you think Shakur has the it factor?
Hell no.
You do. You don't think so?
No. Shakur Stevenson is corny.
Wow.
Like he's corny as hell. Even his smile is corny. This man can't say nothing good. Like
so let me ask you this, because man, that's mind-boggling that you would say that.
Boxing. I'm the smartest man in boxing. Man, shut your bitch ass up.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Who do you think? Let's shift gears a little bit. Who do you think is the cream of the crop at 135? One of the best weight divisions in the sport.
Technically? You want to know technically?
Yeah, just based on your opinion. Lomachenko?
Technically, wow. All those belts will go back to its rightful owner, which is Lomachenko.
So wait a minute. I just want to make sure everybody in the Wolfpack understand you. I want to get you on record. Are you saying that if they were to make this fight between Vasily Lomachenko and Devin the Dream Haney, you're picking Lomachenko to bring the belts back to Ukraine?
I'm not picking anybody because.
Okay.
I'm actually I would actually be a fan to like see that happen.
Yeah.
Because I love the fact that I believe that those belts were cursed.
Which ones? The
You know
ones
what I
at
mean?
135?
Yeah, and the
Like-
reason why is because
Okay.
they're all Lomachenko's belts, right? They're all Lomachenko's belts.
Okay.
and like nobody was saying shit. There was a lot of top fighters that weren't fighting each other, and damn sure didn't want to say nothing. Didn't want to even speak Lomachenko's name.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you have Devin Haney, right? But let's rewind it.
Okay.
Lomachenko ends up taking a fight with Teofimo.
Facts.
And was on some shit where as though he was like, oh yeah, I'm not taking a rematch, this and this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, and he got overconfident, over cocky. You know what I mean?
Talking about Tio?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stand Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Lomachenko cursed the belts. You know? And then what ends up happening, he ends up losing the belts to Tio.
Right.
And then Tio did the exact same thing to Kambosos.
Right.
And end up losing all his belts.
Yeah.
Kambosos. Now, we fast forward to the next fight, which was Devin Haney. But the thing is, Devin Haney was willing to get those belts back. See? They didn't do the whole, oh yeah, I'm not going to fight him. I'm not going to fight him in a rematch. No. Because if he did, he'll be cursed too. And his next fight, he'll lose.
I see where you're going now.
But then he uncursed them about being willing to give those belts back. He was willing to give those belts back, and he won his fight. He got them. He solidified himself as a fucking true linear, undisputed 135 champion. You know what I mean? So like now, we fast forward to a possibility with him fighting Lomachenko.
Yeah. Big fight.
No.
50-50 fight? Would you say it's 50-50?
Yeah, I would say it's 50, but then like we gotta see what kind of Lomachenko do we have now? Because how old is he right now?
I don't know, but I think he's getting up there in age.
Yeah, I mean he has like a lot of injuries. Supposedly he be having like a lot of like injuries on his shoulders and things like that. That's play a big part. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you about a guy by the name of Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, most fans, most objective fans, are ultra critical of his resume because we feel like he ain't fought nobody, and he's been quoted as saying on $1 million worth of game, he ain't never asked Floyd and Leonard Ellaby or Al Heyman for any big fights. How does Blair the Flair Cobbs feel about guys like Gervonta Tank Davis? But he's always talking shit. He talks shit to everybody. He just said he'll knock out Terence Crawford in 5 fucking rounds. No, 6 rounds. Pardon.
Big cap.
How do you feel about guys like Gervonta Tank Davis?
You know what I think about Gervonta is this. There's a lot of big fights that could have been made that he did not make. Said the most shit about fucking somebody. I can't believe he says the most shit about Tim Bradley.
Right, that pissed me off.
That wasn't afraid of nobody.
Right.
That fought the fighter of the decade while he was the fighter of the decade.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That fought all the smoke. He was such a bad dude. Floyd didn't fight him.
Like, he wanted to fight Floyd too, right?
That.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's a reason behind that. Okay. Now, that's a bad dude. And he has the nerve to talk about his career and talk about him. And I'm like, bro, you didn't fight none of these fights. Like, where the fuck is the Tio fight? Where the fuck, you wasn't saying shit about no damn Lomachenko ever.
In fact, he ducked Lomachenko because Lomachenko was blowing up Floyd on Twitter like, hey, can y'all get this man in the ring with me? They didn't want it.
Hell, he didn't want none of that.
Tank didn't want it.
Tank don't want that smoke, but with Devin Haney, fucking Tevin Farmer, bro, Tevin Farmer calling you out back to back all the time whenever the fuck you see him.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You didn't want that smoke though. Because a Philly boy would have fucking schooled your ass, even though he got no power. He would have schooled your ass and sent your ass crying like a little bitch. I mean, you can't do that, man. Then if you're gonna be a hoe, then stay in the hoe's place. And that hoe's place is shut the fuck up. Don't talk about nobody then. You know what I mean? Because me, I have the right to say whatever the fuck I want. You know why? Because like out of all the young athletes out there, not all the top contenders, I'm the only one that's fighting 50-50 fights.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And most times I got this shit. I like the crowd's against me, everybody's against me. Right. Now it's just like, I dare you fucking fight me in a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? Give me more than enough time to prepare. Don't give me no fucking 3 or 4 weeks like fucking Alexis Rocha. You know what I mean? Give me like a fair fight, and you get the smoke and you get smoked. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? But a lot of these other athletes, they're not really in there with like real 50-50 competition. You know what I mean? They're not in there with a fair one. So what ends up happening, you don't really get to see the best. We miss out on a lot of good shit.
Man, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
A lot of good fights that could be made. I mean, we over here talking about some goddamn Ryan Garcia and
but they both about to take a tune-up before they even possibly make that fight, right?
Tune-up before then, like
what kind of shit is that?
You motherfuckers could take a loss in that tune-up. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fight. Then we're talking about this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford bullshit, and it's like, yo, Errol Spence keep getting into accidents left and right. Like, it ain't no telling what the fuck his health is going to be like.
I always say he's refurbished. That's what I always say. You know, when you crack your phone and you take it to your local mom and pop and they fix it and you get it back. I don't know what you done put in my phone. I don't know what kind of Errol Spence I'm going to get on a night in, night out basis. I don't.
So my whole thing is this, like, you can say that he'll kill me, he'll knock me out, he'll do this, but we're going to test that chin before that happens. That's for sure. And we're going to see what is really going on with Errol Spence, because we don't really know.
I said it earlier before you came onto the show, my brother. I said I'm not trying to be insensitive, but the timing of this accident was a tad bit odd. That's all I'm saying. How do you get into a car wreck on the same goddamn night where, honestly, you should have had your ass in Omaha trying to call out the Terence Bud Crawford the same way that he tried to pull up on you at the Danny Garcia fight before he almost got jumped by a pack of wolves at the goddamn AT&T Stadium, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying the timing was odd. Maybe the boxing guys don't like ugly. I don't know, Blair.
I don't know, because the whole thing is, man, like, if you don't want the fight, I'll take it.
So let me ask you this again, because I know we kind of talked about it. I got a couple more questions, because I know you got to go.
Yeah, I got it.
Believe, who is ducking who? Because everybody claimed that Terence Crawford walked away from negotiations. Oh, Terence Crawford took a tune-up. He fought David Avocado, David Amnesia. They've been shitting on this red. Hell, you even said, hey, you didn't even know who the fuck he was. I get it. It wasn't a fight that we was looking for, right? But who do you feel like in your heart of hearts is ducking who at this point?
My heart of hearts, I believe that Errol Spence just don't want the drama. He don't want the fight. He don't want the drama. He don't want the idea that like, you know, of his tarnished record and tarnished everything. And like, honestly, I don't see that in Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? And like the whole business of boxing, don't go around acting as if like you deserve the most, because honestly, you're nothing without Terence Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you have the belts, but that's because you with PBC and all that stuff. It's just a lot of nonsense. And now the idea is looming that like, oh yeah, well, I'm just gonna move up in weight class. Like, man.
No. What he said was, oh, he been stalling negotiations this whole time. Oh, it's hard for me to make weight. Well, who the fuck fault is that, Earl?
That's Earl.
Whose fault is that?
Errol Spence and they're the people with his negotiating, and his negotiations with Al Heyman and all that stuff. Yeah. They're putting up all kinds of incredibly high hurdles that Terence Crawford have to like agree to.
Right.
In order to make the fight happen. Like this type of fight, Terence deserves everything that's owed to him. And he already agreed to like taking the lower end of the split.
I was gonna ask you about that. Have you ever heard of a fighter not getting any transparency?
No, not for like something.
Not for no mega fight, at least, right?
Not for no damn mega fight. You think Floyd's gonna do that shit?
Absolutely not.
Do you think Flair's gonna do that shit?
I was just about to ask you that. Let me ask you one more
I'm
question.
the one promoting the fight. You shut the fuck up and I need to see the money because like pay-per-views, that needs to go to me.
Right.
I'm the one that's putting this shit up.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might put the stands up, but I'm the pay-per-view attraction.
Right.
You are.
So let me ask you this, bro. How do you feel about YouTube content creators along with boxing fans over social media who try to tell professional fighters what they should do or how much money they should take, even though we ain't the ones running miles in the morning or taking punches in the head during sparring and training year round just to stay in tip-top shape to provide for y'all family, right? To that you say what? Like how do boxers feel like when there's locker room talk? Do y'all say, look at these clown ass motherfuckers trying to tell us what we should take, or oh, this nigga don't know what the fuck he talking about? Why don't he shut up? What do you say to that?
I don't know, man. It's just now, granted, there is one YouTuber out there that is real.
Okay.
That's real, and at least real when it comes to he actually fucking trains. He's an actual fighter that's not fighting real fighters. It's actually not fair that he's fighting. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he gives a shit about the sport. You know what I mean? Like he makes sure that like the people that's around him is getting paid. Make sure that like he takes care of the fighters, which is actual real fighters.
Yeah.
On his undercard are paid. You know what I mean? And we don't see that from even the basic promoters. Like, so Jake, what's his name? Jake
Paul. Yeah,
Jake Paul.
I knew that's where you was going. Yep, Jake Paul
is a real one. Jake Paul is a real one. And like I honestly, from hearing all of that stuff, I can't but have like respect for Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Because promoters are not doing enough job promoting the fighters and even paying them, you know. And even I've been a part of that whole situation. Like, oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm gonna fight 16-1 underdog with a sold out crowd for nothing. Okay.
Like, oh wow! So you've been in that situation before
multiple times.
Wow.
Like,
wow. What is your mindset when you got to go into a fight like that?
Golden Boy been running me through the hanger of bullshit.
I was just about to ask you, are you still with Golden Boy? Because I just listened to an interview before you came on, and I think you said you wasn't, but I just wanted to make sure.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
We're going through this renegotiation phase, and we're going to see what happens. But one thing I know for sure is that the Blair Flair show must go on. I want pay-per-view attractions. Can you do it, Golden Boy? I need power over the promotion so I can promote my motherfucking fight. Can you do it, Golden Boy? If I have the fucking content to promote me and my opponent, can you put it out, Golden Boy? Can you get to a major television station if we produce a Blair Flair versus Adrian Broner fight? Can you do it, Golden Boy?
I was just about to ask you, how do you feel? How do you feel about BLK Prime? It look like they shelling out money. Broner is getting what is it, 10 figures? Crawford reportedly is getting 10 figures. Hey man, they dropping big bags. How does Blair Flair think? Well, what do you think about BLK Prime?
I think BLK Prime is doing an okay job. They just gotta make sure that they make good on their investments. And you know how you make good on your investments? People like Blair Flair. At the end of the day, Blair Flair is a show, and you put in we put out the goddamn content, you know what I mean, for the people like Floyd was doing, and we bring the fans, we bring the pay-per-view attraction. Boxing ain't getting enough pay-per-views, you know what I mean. People would much rather watch fucking anything else at this point, you know what I'm saying. Let's bring boxing back to its full potential. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say. So like what I see where Black Crime is trying to go. And I wish nothing but the best for them. And my whole thing is, I got questions for you, Golden Boy. You know what I mean? Because how much do you really want a good fight? I mean, we were talking about Virgil Ortiz until
I heard you say that in the interview that I played.
More about me.
So what happened with that? Like, who did he end up facing instead of you?
Oh, Stingonis, but that was for like a.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
That was for like a belt or something, elimination or whatever. But look, I love the belts and I love everybody that's incorporated to the belt holders and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we need to make a stand. When we, as in all of boxing, need to make a stand by putting on these big fights. There's no reason why we shouldn't have Blair the Flair versus Virgil Ortiz.
Yep.
In the midst of a sold out MGM Grand Casino Las Vegas attraction. There's no reason why we shouldn't be having a Blair the Flair versus Adrian Broner major attraction in front of a sold out, highly anticipated crowd of the MGM Grand Las Vegas, Nevada. There's no reason why we are still waiting for a possible fight with any of these type of matchmaking. Yeah. You want to talk about matchmaking? Match that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because people would just show up to the goddamn conferences and just interviews and shit.
You gonna put on a show?
Yeah. You know what? We would have a television series, and the television series would pay way more most people's fucking fight. Period.
Yeah, you're a visionary, my brother. I respect it.
You don't want the money? Fuck it. But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna figure this shit out. Let's make some shit happen.
So let me ask you this. This is my last question for you, Blair. I know you're a big wrestling guy like me. As you can see, I got Stone Cold on my avatar. You know, that last time I had Triple H, you know what I'm saying? And I know you rock with Ric Flair.
My last fight.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, my brother. Before I let you go, can you name me your top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time and why?
Shawn Michaels. Sexy Boy. The whole thing, it was just great. It was a fantastic performance they put on. The whole identity, the everything.
One of the best intros ever.
Yeah, the intros, and then even his special move with the sweet chin music,
the super kick.
Wow, it was perfect. You have Triple H. He's a classic.
That's my guy.
He holds up very well against anybody. You know what I mean? He's the game. Then you have
cerebral assassin.
Of course, you have Ric Flair. He's almost like the complete OG of what it takes to be an actual star. Blair the Flair is named after Ric Flair because Blair the Flair is a mega star in boxing.
Hey, not to cut you off. Hold on, I got you. Look at your screen. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I got you. Hold on, because I had this waiting on you tonight, my brother. Woo! All right, go ahead, my bad.
Right, that's right. Now, and we have that. Undertaker. The Undertaker was always a pivotal character in the WWF world.
Thanks.
It was like he was always the final chapter of every major influence, like The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And all these great athletes that came up, the Hart brothers, all that stuff. He was always that final character. You know what I mean? And the last will have to be The Rock. There is so much content on The Rock that is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Sometimes I can only wish that my interviews are like that. Consistently. Even though
promos are second to none.
Is Macho Man Randy Savage cream of the crop?
Yeah.
But he was just flawless. The Rock was flawless. You know what I mean? But I gotta get out of here. It's getting really close. I got 7% on my phone. So
appreciate you, man.
We're gonna wrap this thing up.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, let them know where the people can find you at in the Wolfpack.
Exciting man in boxing. You can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Anything that you got going on, we got it at Blair the Flair. And for more exciting content, official BlairTheFlair.com. Woo! Because nobody does it better, baby.
Appreciate you, my guy. Absolutely. Stay safe out there, man. right, man, ladies and gentlemen, that was Blair the Flair Cobbs on with E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Take care, my brother. Talk to you next time. All right, man. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and drop the link and let y'all come on and rock with your boy E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Y'all can give me y'all take on what was said from Blair to Flair, because he want all that motherfucking smoke. He want all that. As a matter of fact, I think the link been in the chat. All right, Boxing Nerd, I see you, my brother. All right, hold on. Let me read this. Hold on. I think I got a notification a couple of minutes ago, but I ain't want to interrupt the Flair because he was cooking like a motherfucker. Cooking. Shout out to my guy, Mar the Machine, for that Cash App donation. I appreciate all of your love and support, man. And you already know, I got to get you right, my brother. Here.
Y'all gotta hype my man up. Hype him
Hey, hustle man. The damn dog ain't doing nothing, man.
Yeah, man. Going out to Boxing Nerd 101. You're back on the line with the motherfucking Wolf Pack. Talk to me, man. What's poppin'?
Woo! Man.
Yeah.
What an interview, man. Blair always brings, amazing questions.
Thank you.
Like, of course, someone like the guest would have to be exciting like Blair, but you have to bring the best questions to bring the best out of him for sure. You got some great questions.
Appreciate it.
Dang, he's fighting. He's
polarizing, man.
Yo, of course, I don't agree with some of the stuff he said, but like a lot of it, when it comes to like promotions and how a fighter should go about their career, is pivotal. And he said some important facts about how Floyd had a stage where he was just the fighter, but he had to grow into Money May. He didn't just become Money May. It was a stage. There was like a growth pattern, and people are just trying to skip that. Like all the hard work you put in beforehand and just go into the money stage. And then that's not how it works, you know? So, and the promotion of the fighters is so important. And I agree with him when it comes to Jake Paul. I have to give him a shout out because he gives like $1 million of his purse or $1 to $2 million, and he gives it to the rest of the people on his card. So like you have to
Don't he promote Amanda Serrano, if I'm not mistaken?
I'm pretty sure he was the first one. She was the first millionaire female boxer.
Yeah.
Because of him.
He was showing that love. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. So yeah, you gotta love it. So Blair's saying everything that needs to be right with the sport, of course. Like I said before, I don't know about flawed when it comes to Crawford. There's not too many. and what's interesting, he said he knows why he switches, which is crazy. I want to know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah. I try to pry it out of him, but I get it, 'cause you don't want to give your blueprint or your game plan to a possible opponent. So I get it. I asked anyway just to see.
So I'm just gonna have to like study and do some homework on Crawford and Ennis and look for incline details.
Yeah, you see he got at your boy Boots. I told you I was going to ask
I love it, bro. I love it. Boots, we want all the smoke.
You sure about that?
Yes,
Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We want all the smoke. Like Boots, if Boots were to beat Blair, it would catapult his career. It would be like a big moment in his career just because of how much Blair talks and how much that fight would.
I think he should definitely, honestly, look into that fight. I think
that'll
be a hell of a build up to the fight. It'll probably bring Boots out of his shell because Blair gonna talk shit, so you ain't gonna have no choice but to talk shit back to him.
That's one of his most viewed interviews or videos on the Fight Hype. I think it was him and Blair. Him and Blair went back and forth at that fight, and you saw him come out of his shell. So and then everybody else came around. It became a big thing. Blair was there on his own, 10 toes, without anybody around him, just a whole bunch of Boots and his family, and then he was talking trash to everybody. So it was awesome. So I love the interview, man. Blair needs to come back on more often, man.
Oh yeah, he more than welcome, man. I'm gonna try to tap back in with him whenever he get his fight. Hopefully he get what he want. Hopefully he get the fight with Crawford.
I agree. Yeah,
you know me, I'm one of the motherfuckers that don't think that the Errol Spence Terence Crawford gonna happen anytime soon. I mean, we just heard Derrick James say that he don't even care no more. So I mean, you never cared, to be honest.
He never really wanted to smoke.
That fight ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, come on now.
Not gonna happen. So hopefully, man, Blair the Flair get his shot, bro. Hopefully he get
I
his
hope so
shot.
too. I hope so too. He really cares about the sport of boxing.
Yeah. We got to root for dudes like that, man. We got to get behind dudes like that, whether you like him or not. What he represents and what he embodies and the shit that he say. If half of the boxers say what he say and do what he do,
don't worry about
the sport will be in a hell of a place. Hey, man, but let me go ahead and pass the mic, man, because the unbiased Brimley just tapped back in with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, man. Brim.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, my brother? How are you?
Yeah, back to work. Back to work, man.
Ah, man, you always at work, man. You hard as
no, I hadn't worked since Saturday actually till today.
Okay.
So yeah, but I caught most of the interview. I only had to tap out every little blue lagoon. You know, he talked that live action, and it's beautiful. And he be making some great points, but then every once in a while he'll say something. I'm like, oh man, that's a reach. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's what it is. I mean, Mayweather always reached too. I mean, so that's just the nature of the beast, I guess. That's the talk game. So salute to him for, you know, talking his live action. And, you know, great interview as always. You know, I'm telling you, you need to be interviewing a lot more boxers. You do a really good job of interviewing, bro. So
thank you, bro.
No doubt. But yeah, that Derek James interview. I say what I just thought about. I said, what happened to spinning the block?
I'm saying, did he
sound like they decided to park the car? They sound like they decided to park the car instead of spinning the block.
They have the bad business briefcase.
Yeah, for real, yo, the bad business briefcase. I'm telling you, man, that PBC bad business briefcase, it's gonna be a hot commodity soon. I think everybody might need to get one. Cause this is crazy, bro. Disappointing, but that is what it is, bro.
Already, bro. Is that all you got to say before I pass the mic?
Man. Yeah, pass the peas, bro. Pass the peas.
All right, man. We're going to pass the peas right along to D Young. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, bro. How are you, man?
Was good. 3 was good, everybody on the panel.
Good, man. You all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Hey, before I get started cooking, man, hey, I just want to apologize to Haplo, man, about hiding the messages, man. My phone was in my pocket, man. So, you know, I know how we get down over here. We don't do that muting shit, bro. So special apologies to Haplo.
Yeah, but shout out to Haplo, man. Go ahead.
But 3, man, you good interview, man. Blair always come with entertainment. You know, of course, I ain't agree with a lot of shit he said, but you know, that was a definitely damn good interview, man. And I'm just glad, you know, he tapping in with you and shit. Hopefully, you can get more boxes on your channel, man. So
appreciate it, bro.
You know what I mean? So for real, that was a good interview, bro.
Thank you.
Good. That's all I got to say. You can pass it.
I appreciate you, D. All right, man. Going out to Killer Cam. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, man. What's poppin'?
Hey, man. Hey, man. One love to E Thriller and the Wolfpack, man. Thanks for having your boy on here, man. Yo, where do I start, G? Okay. Hey, one love to Blair the Flair Cobb. I appreciate you, man. You a hell of an interviewer, dog. You did your thing on that, man.
Thank you.
Most definitely. But okay, now for the bullshit. Man, get that spicy ass nigga out of here, dog. That nigga spicy as hell, man. He in there zesty ass shit. That nigga was at the hairdresser getting his afro picked out. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, hey, man, Cam, are you still there?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Cam. Hey, Cam, you got to show some respect, bro, to my guests, bro.
You right.
Because what if you had an interview with Bud Crawford, right? And I came on you and Goose channel and I started shitting on Bud and saying he's zesty and all this other extra shit, bro. How would you feel about me? And that's your first interview and the only person that's ever interviewed with you. How would you feel? Go ahead.
I would feel as though you had your opinion about that. But being as this is your first interview, I can see how you felt that way. So I apologize if y'all felt any type of disrespect. But dog, come on, man. Y'all can't see through the. I'm a pass the mic, man. I'm done.
All right,
my mama said if I got nothing nice to say, don't say none at all.
All right, man. Going out to General Big Fish. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, man.
Yo, yeah, I'm back, man. Shit. Yeah, that was a good interview, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Yeah, I seen somebody in the chat. They was wanting to ask who your top five. I know who your top five WWE wrestlers are, but can you give me a rundown, E-Thriller?
Oh man, in no particular order. I gotta go with Triple H, obviously. I gotta go with HBK. I have to go with The Rock, Stone Cold, and then how many is there? Is there 4?
There you got one more.
Damn, my last one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Booker T.
What? Booker T?
Booker T. I love Booker T.
No Goldberg?
Hell no. I like Goldberg, but not my top 5.
Boxing
Goldberg was WCW.
Is Goldberg from Canada or something?
No.
I mean, as much as I love Goldberg, he was more highly touted for his streak in WCW.
Nah, I fucks with Goldberg, bro, but nah, he ain't in my top 5, Fish. But
You're
go ahead.
have to give it, Gab.
Go ahead, Fish. Pop your shit, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't have too much to say, bro. You can pass the mic, and I can wait for open panel.
All right, going out to Mr. Goose to you. Talk to me, man. What's popping? You live on the chat with the Wolfpack.
It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. Man, E-Thriller, man, you just keep doing the most, don't you, man?
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, that was another great interview with your boy Blair the Flair. I'm like everybody else, man. I agree with some things he did say, but the one I didn't agree with was the Shakur Stevenson, bro. Come on, man. That's the next pound for pound king coming through, man. I'm just letting y'all heard it first with y'all. Y'all ain't heard it first. Everybody know that he's the next pound for pound king. So that's the only thing I couldn't agree with, man. But I'm gonna pass the mic right now. I'm waiting for open chat too, bro.
I appreciate it. All right, going out to Herbie Weaver. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, man. What's popping?
What's up, E? I ain't talked to you in a minute, man.
Yeah, what's good, man? You all right?
I'm good, bro. I'm just that is a great interview, man. Great interview.
Thank you, bro.
And Blair, man, he's hilarious, man. That dude. Cause I'm from Philly, he's from Philly. He's just funny. But the one thing I'll say is, if he ever I actually see some nice things he does in the ring, and he actually has real power.
Yeah.
But if he ever got in the ring with Bud, it would be so bad. Like, it'd be bad. Or Earl, honestly. But that's all. I haven't talked in a while, man. I haven't got on here just listening to you, man. I'm at work. I'm just saluting you, man, on your growth from last year, from me first hearing you till now.
Thank you.
Proud of you, bro. That's all.
Appreciate that, Herbie. Appreciate it, fam.
Problem.
All right, man. Going out to my favorite Earl Spence fan, the BFB Master Q is in the motherfucking building with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, bro. What's popping?
Hey, man, E-Thriller, what's good with it, man?
I can't call it Q. How are you, kind sir?
Oh, man, I'm kind of good and kind of not, but I'm going to save my kind of not for later on, man. Far as your interview, man. Great interview. You asked great questions, man.
Thank you.
And considering the circumstances, you know what I'm saying, you and him was able to keep that going and block out that other nonsense, man, and ask some hell of a questions, man. I liked it, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
But I'm going to go on past the mic, man, because man, say, man, sometimes you got to clock out on being a buddy, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, you know, man. Yeah, let me pass the mic, man, so we get to open, bro.
Yeah, man. The panel is now open, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all go ahead and rock, man.
Word of the day is ooh-wee. Word to Q.
Can I get one?
That shit there crazy, man. Just imagine if somebody come on your shit and you have a guest, man, and motherfuckers just blasting the shit out of them. You wouldn't like that shit for nothing in the world, man. Regardless of how you feel or whatever, at least wait till the nigga be gone, nigga. God damn. Motherfucker telling you chill in the chat. Chill. God damn, nigga, chill. Talking about you got love for my nigga. Show him some love for real, nigga.
That's real shit.
Because you and ain't nobody else linked up with the nigga to get him on in the first place. The least you could do. Because you wouldn't want that whole ass shit happening to your shit. And you know damn well you wouldn't. I'm done with that. Y'all take out, man.
No, I was gonna talk about the Shakur having the it factor. I kind of agree with Blair to an extent, just because of when he said it factor, he didn't mean like skills and ability in the ring. He meant like the gift of gab, his ability to express himself, have some form of like punchlines here and there, get active with the crowd. I don't think Shakur has that maybe yet. It's not something that he can't develop with time. But I don't think Shakur has the it factor either, in my personal opinion. So, in terms of that's what he's talking about, just the ability to be able to have some sort of speaking ability. He can articulate himself well, but I just don't think it's just to the level where he'll be like superstardom. He'll be like the best boxer in the world, and that's it. Not so much captivating to the fans in other ways besides his boxing ability.
I feel you. All right, man. Let me bring on somebody else. Going out to Joey. You're live on the chat with the Wolfpack. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, Thriller? What's going on tonight? What y'all talking about?
Shit, man. You see the title of the show, bro. Pop your shit.
Oh, about Blair Cobbs and shit. I'm gonna be real. I just popped on the show, so I just like I didn't know what he said or anything. I just heard but I'm guessing he was talking about Terence Crawford.
Yeah. He wants to smoke with Bud. He basically wants to smoke with everybody at 147.
I mean, Blair doesn't really give me a reason to doubt, man. Like genuinely, but I mean, ain't much smoke if you don't really got the skills to really back that shit up. To be honest with you, like no disrespect to man, because if there was a fighter with his bravado, but was a really skilled fighter, like if all fighters were like that, man, boxing would be at the top right now. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. So, but it sounds good.
Already, man. You got something else to say?
I mean, just real quick, were y'all talking about anything before I just jumped on or anything like that, or not? Or was it just Crawford?
Man, you can bring up anything, bro. Go ahead, pop your shit, bro.
I mean, I wanted to ask, what do y'all think about like Shakur Stevenson and them like not getting a single fight in the past, like ever since this man moved up officially? Like every fight has just been openly turning him down and shit.
Like 3 different fighters in 3 weeks. It's crazy, man.
And like I said, like what's weird about this is that Shakur isn't no Boots or Virgil, where he's a unproven contender, where he's high risk and no reward. Now he's a proven champion, arguably pound for pound to many, and is well known. Probably can guarantee a pretty good like reward, but people are still just turning him down for other contenders. Like I don't understand this shit, and they're contenders themselves at this point.
Nah, I totally agree. I guess nobody wants to get boxed up for 12 rounds, I guess.
I don't know, bro.
Ain't nobody trying to feel that kind of embarrassment. Kambosos, he doesn't want to lose a 3rd fight, and everybody else just doesn't want to be in that kind of problem.
I mean, with Kambosos, I kind of get it, because this man, this man has been facing some really exhaustingly hot, tough competition in the past year. Like he fought Tito and Devin twice in less than a year, and all of that in less than a year. So
yeah, he ain't about to turn around and fight Shakur after fighting Devin 2 times and get his ass.
Yeah.
No,
that'll be career suicide. So I don't blame Kambosos.
Yeah,
he need a vacation.
Kambosos, he's the only one I would say genuinely you could say gets a pass for that shit.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
But Cruz and Zepeda and them, it's just the thing is with Zepeda is that his team openly stated we not trying to we gonna save that for a super fight later. Like I'm so sick of these potential super fights. It just sounds like because Shakur is already at that position where he's known while Zepeda isn't. So fighting him would get him out there. Losing to Shakur doesn't really do anything to his stock because nobody is expecting much from dude because he's not known. He's not a Ryan Garcia.
So. He's not going to take years off your life. He's not going to brutally knock you out. He's just going to box you up for 12 rounds and you're not going to be able to hit him. All right?
Yeah. Like
so it's not detrimental to your career in that aspect.
Hey, hold on, fellas. Let me read this super chat. Shout out to my guy D Luckett again, man, for that $4.99 super chat donation. He said Keyshawn Davis has the it factor. Facts. I totally agree.
Facts.
Yeah, I forgot to ask him about it. I totally agree. Totally agree.
He's like,
hey, I got something for all of y'all. I see this something great.
Dang.
Fish, I think you dropped off, bro. What you say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead, bro.
What have y'all heard about the WWE getting into boxing? What you think Vince McMahon would do for boxing? Do y'all think that's possible?
I think it was Stephanie. Stephanie McMahon said something about it. Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon did. What y'all think about that?
I like the idea of it. I like the idea of it. I think it'll bring more eyes to the sport of boxing too, more casuals.
Man, Big Fish, you know Vince is retired. He can't. This is Triple H and Stephanie's doing now.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't watch that shit.
Forcefully
I don't either, but I only how I know Vince is retired because Vince put, they call Vince with the Me Too movement, so he had to retire.
Oh shoot! No, why you have to say it?
Yes,
I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real. Yeah, he got caught, so they had to let him go. Now that's Triple H and Stephanie thing, you know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get more money, man. They're trying to get like just like boxing, wrestling, WWE is losing its steam, bro. Everything's losing that steam now, bro. Everything.
Hey, Gooch, let me just say, hopefully they could teach Bud and Spence how to cut a promo. That's the only thing I could. Because Blair's fine. Blair is fine. Everybody else needs help when it comes to promo and promoting themselves. I understand that.
Right.
I mean, like, I do actually want to ask y'all something. Like, do y'all think this is the end for Teofimo?
Close to it. The final chapter.
Yes.
Because, look, it's one thing to like lose a fight. Speaking of which, how did y'all think? Did you guys think he won or lost that fight? Real quick.
He lost convincingly. It should have been 2 knockdowns, not 1.
I mean, I'm not talking about like what should have been. I'm talking about like, do you guys think the fight? Like, how did you have it scored? Boxing Nerd.
It was a 10-round fight, so I had like maybe 7-3. 7-3 for Sandor Martin.
Yeah. See, when I first watched that shit, I thought it was a wide scorecard for Martin too, because it just felt as if he was really in control of the fight and Teo was just trying to just play catch up the entire fight, which I still believe that's the case. But the difference is that Martin was just so ridiculously inactive. The man was just throwing so little punches that he just couldn't really take over the fight and really just make Teo stop committing on attacking him to the body, even though he dropped them. So it's just like his inactivity gave Teo rounds for just throwing shit, whether it landed or not. So when I rewatched it, I had it either 6-4 or 5-5 with a knockdown for Martin. I still think he should have won, but I wouldn't have been like angry at the draw. But now the scorecards for Teo were terrible. But it's not even that, but I just couldn't believe what got out about what he said about him, like asking himself if he had it, because this shit is 90% mental. Yep. And then to come out on Instagram and try to deny it and shit, like it just, all it does is further confirm what everybody's thinking is he's just not mentally stable.
He tried to deny he said that, Joey?
Yeah, on a story.
Yeah. On a story, like he commented on it like of course, he's like, of course I know I still got it. Like, I can't believe you guys really bought into it. He's like, it's trying to make it seem as if it's a facade, like it was a he wasn't serious when he said that shit.
Man, he was
And
dead
that is
serious.
why
that
he's in
nigga
the
was
position
dead
that
ass
he's in.
serious.
That's why he's in the position he's in, because he
Hey,
still hasn't
I
accepted
heard the
the
family.
Cambose's defeat.
I heard the Family Matters music behind in the background.
Oh, you horrible, General.
First,
You are horrible, man.
That
first
dude
of
is
all,
delusional.
when he said it, he like, you see how sad he looked after he said it?
No, that shit
Man,
was
I'm
real.
talking about it. Sad, boy.
He put his
I was
head
waiting for
down.
the Kleenex box. I was waiting for the Kleenex box.
Yo, like, it's no way he didn't mean that. He put his head down after he said it. Like, I think he was one of them dudes that either he peaked too early, or after Lomachenko, he just, I don't know what happened, but it's a shame.
Blair said the belts are cursed, man. That's all
Hey,
it is, man.
You heard what Flair
hey,
said.
if y'all remember that Lomachenko fight, I don't know what the hell Lomachenko was doing.
Me either.
It seemed like he's just trying to drag him into deep water, because when Lomachenko turned it on, man, I was like, shit is over. I was rooting for T.O. that night real hard.
Me too.
Real hard.
Yeah.
I was shook, but T.O. held him off,
He did.
at the end. But I really don't think I don't know what the hell the game plan was with Lomo, but I think Lomo is a better fighter than him still.
He's definitely a better fighter. He ain't let his hands go. I ain't understood. He was like
He
shell
wasn't
shot.
punching for the first 5 rounds. He wasn't throwing no punches.
Yeah,
I think he was scared of T.O. power. I think he thought T.O. had a lot of power, and he was like a little skeptical. That's what I think.
I mean, I don't really think it's that simple. I actually do think T.O. did have an effective game plan on giving Lomachenko problems.
Yeah, definitely did.
Yeah, like, it's not as if T.O., because let's be real here, like, T.O. was more patient in that fight than any fight we've ever seen him in before.
Correct.
And, like, unlike the fight against Martin, this man actually had a jab in that fight, whether it landed or not. It was giving Lomachenko problems, and I think it also has to do with the fact that Loma can say what he wants, but the dude can't fight moving backwards. See, when Lomachenko started having success, like you guys mentioned, is when he actually said, fuck all this being extra defensive, because he's a power puncher. It's now or never. So he started moving forward on T.O. And when he applied pressure, T.O. didn't know how to respond to it, and he got dominated. But he won the last round, and he sealed the deal for himself. But Lomachenko just, like, T.O. exploited issues that Lomachenko definitely has. But I do agree that if Lomachenko could have started a bit earlier, that fight could have played out a little differently. Like, he took until round 8 to do what he could have done in maybe round 6 and shit. Like, against Jermaine Ortiz, something similar happened, but unlike against T.O., he didn't start late. He started early in that fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, man, I done been on for 2 hours, bro. Let's go ahead and wrap this show up. Closing thoughts, Joey.
I mean, I just hope boxing gets on track next year. A lot of big fights look like they could potentially be on the horizon, but, with this shit, you never know, man. So I'm just wishing for the best, but it is what it is. That's about it.
I appreciate you for tapping in, man. All right, man. Going out to Mr. Goose, to you. Closing thoughts, man.
Man, Ethan, once again, man. One love to you, man. Great show, man. Be tapping in some more, man. One love, man. Had fun, bro.
Appreciate it, man. All right, going out to Boxing Nerd 1-on-1. Closing thoughts, man.
Great interview, E-Thriller.
Thank you.
And thanks for letting us on the platform, man. You do what you do, man. You're going to get more interviews like this, brother. Hoping for your success. Have a great night, man.
Appreciate it. All right, going out to the unbiased Brim Reaper. Closing thoughts, man. Brim, going once, going twice. All right, man, tap back in with me next time. Going out to the BFB Master Q. Closing thoughts, my brother. Q. All right, and last but not least, going out to General Big Fish. Closing thoughts, man.
I appreciate you for having me on again, man.
Appreciate
the interview. That was an entertaining interview. Shout out to Blair Cobbs. Shout out to the whole Wolfpack, man. I ain't got too much else to say. Go Cowboys.
Appreciate you, General Big Fish, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on the panel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Flair Cobbs for providing me with another phenomenal interview, man. I appreciate you for tapping in with the Wolfpack again, my guy. You're always welcome, man. Make sure y'all go show that man some support. Sub up to his Twitter, his YouTube, and his IG. And until next time, we are gone. Holla.
Yo, what's up? This is B-Hop. I'd like to say what's up, man. E-Thriller, the Black Mikasa. What's going on? This is the champ, the Hall of Famer. Respect, the undisputed. Yeah.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
The Black Picasso cleaning up the sport of boxing, speaking facts over the gossip. Haters all up in the comments. I ain't here to be liked, but smash that like and noti button. We don't sugarcoat nothing, just healthy boxing discussions. E-Thriller, painting these pictures oh so vivid. Applying Duke, Coach K, that straight full court pressure. Only God could judge me, so tell these chumps ducking smoke. Remember one thing that the boxing guys don't like: ugly. Shut out Big Fish and everybody that joins the panel. For all my new supporters, sub to the channel. Like Floyd say, it's easy work. That bait jab with that left hook send them straight to sleep. Experts, we the experts. We never sugarcoat. Tune in to Black Picasso. Sit back, enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.